Hello everyone, my name is Leroy Mann, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my manga collection for 2022. So, let's just get right into it. Before I go over all the manga I have, I want to tell a little bit of a story about how I got into manga in the first place, and I'm definitely not a traditional manga collector, I would say. It really started when I got into it about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3-ish. I don't quite remember, but it started because I was a big fan of Black Butler, as you can see here. And I basically wanted to show my support or whatever for the series, and I wanted to discover more of the story further than the anime took it. So I decided to buy all of the manga that was available at the time. I currently have volume 1 through 30. Actually, I have through 29. I don't have 30 yet. But that's all I have currently. Since then, I just haven't got the most recent volumes. But that's how I started collecting manga, and then it's kind of like just a collecting thing where, you know, I was just wanting to buy more manga and collect more manga, but I wasn't really reading it. I still haven't read just a vast majority of the manga that you see on these shelves here. And I discovered when I started buying manga, originally I was opposed to buying manga online, and really I kind of still am. But I didn't want to read it on a screen. I wanted to read it out of the book, or at least I thought so. Then when you get manga and you try to read it, there's something charming about the physical book. But you have to have lighting, and you have to, angle the pages, make sure you're reading them just right. So it's just a bit of a hassle to read physical books, or at least it became so for me. And I discovered that when I was starting to read a little bit of Black Clover. And then if we move over here, I have Witchcraft Works, which I actually got Witchcraft Works from one of the old Right Stuff mystery manga things. Back then, when it was newer from Right Stuff, you could actually get some decent stuff and not just a bunch of Tokyo Pop and stuff like that. So I actually got volume 5 of Witchcraft Works, and I just kind of liked the art style, so I got 1 through 4 to get up to get me to volume 5. And I read that one as well, and it's just kind of a pain. And honestly, I'm not a big reader in general, which is kind of ironic that I have this manga collection. Me collecting manga only really lasted probably a few months before I eventually was like, well, I'm buying this manga for nothing more than a decoration, basically, because I don't really like reading the physicals, and I don't really I'm not a big reader just at all. It's like reading one volume in one sitting is like a lot for me, and some people read whole series in one sitting. So I eventually moved away from that, but I collected all of this before deciding to stop collecting. So, like I said, Black Butler 1 through 30. I have Witchcraft Works 1 through 10. I have The Elder Sisterlight 1 through 4. I have Spice and Wolf. I have 2 of volume 1 of the novel. I have volume 11, 12, and 13 of the novel, and that's because I randomly bought them from eBay. It's like a lot of just random volumes of the series because I thought I wanted to collect all the volumes of Spice and Wolf, and I'm not really opposed. Like, I'm not opposed to buying manga. It's just I would rather buy something else. Like, I would rather buy a figure, for example. But then I have the pizza isekai thing. Say, what is that called? The Hero and the Elf Bride. Pizza Parlor, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's only a one novel that I kind of got bought that as like a meme, basically. And then on the far, far corner, I have a Gurren Lagann art book. Right here, we have Noragami 1 through 22. This was the same type of situation of why I wanted Noragami. Firstly, they look amazing. Like all the different colors. I really like this style. I don't particularly like the texture of the covers, but I mean, that's another issue. But it's the same with Black Butler. I wanted to know more of what happened afterwards, but then funny thing is I have not read any of Noragami. Nothing of Noragami. And then I have 1 through 10 of Komi, and this was because Komi was like really popular at the time, and people didn't really think, well, it was at least questioned whether it would get an anime. I always thought it would because it was just so popular. It's like a cultural phenomenon. It kind of still is. And also the manga is really cheap. Like, you can get these for like $5 at Right Stuff. So I was like, well, there's an easy way to get my manga collection up, because at that time I was wanting a big manga collection. Then I have Maid-sama, the omnibuses. I have 1 through 6, but they're omnibus volumes, so there's only 3 books. Then I have After the Rain omnibuses, 1 through 5, so all 10 volumes of After the Rain. And then down here, it's kind of like my random shelf. I have 1 through 4 of How to Train Magical Beasts, Galgohan, Volume 1. I Married My Best Friend to Show My Parents Up, Volume 1. Tomo-chan as a Girl, Volumes 1 and 2. There's a Demon Lord on the Floor, Volumes 1 and 2. Destiny Lovers, Volumes 1 and 2. Then the Spice and Wolf manga, Volume 1. Fairy Tale Rhodonite, or whatever. It's like a spin-off 1-volume series. The first volume of Konosuba, which is actually my first volume ever. I got it out of a loot crate. And then I have volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Azumanga Daioh, which a friend of mine gave to me. Oh, and then, as you can see here, I have volume 14 of Rosario Plus the Vampire Season 2, which is the final volume of the series. And the only reason I have it is because I love the cover so much. Like, I literally only bought this to display it just like this, the cover. Honestly, I'm not super attached to any of this manga. I do like it. I like the way it looks on the shelf. Black Butler is something I really want to keep. Really, this all started with Black Butler, like I said earlier. So I'm not currently expanding this collection. This is probably about as big as it's going to get. In fact, I may cut down on a few things. Manga collecting for me is more so just supporting the series and having a cool thing to look at on a shelf. So, alright, so that's pretty much going to do it for this collection video. I've showed you everything I have. It's not very big, so I try to kind of tell a story, tell my own personal manga collecting story along with the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, perhaps leave a like. It greatly helps the channel out. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to ask me, or any comments at all, you can leave a comment down below. If there's anything you want to ask me more in detail, or you just want to come hang out, you can join my Discord server down below as well. I'm also trying to stream at least 1 or 2 nights a week going forward, so look out for that. Come hang out in the stream. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, you can come and just, shoot the bull with me, whatever you want to do. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.